Yo, what's up everyone? So today I would like to show off some new lighting. I have shared some screenshots before, but I figured, make a new video, why not? You see day and night cycle a little bit better anyways. I'm probably gonna embarrass myself talking, but I mean, YOLO, fuck it. So right now I have it around midday, a little bit early midday, I would say, as the time of day system works from 0 to 2400. So as you can see here, we are at 980. And so if I were to change it to 2400, it would be midnight, essentially, middle of the night. So you can think of every 1,000, 1,000 points, whatever you want to call it. Every 1,000 value is equivalent to 1 hour in the day, in the cycle. Anyways, I'm yapping a little bit too much, so I'm just gonna run around here. This is the same build that I showed in a previous video. However, right now we are working on making stats scalable and supporting, or able to support, other future systems and mechanics, such as growth and comfort, illnesses, bunch of stuff, and also making sure that it can support multiplayer so that we can get a demo out on Steam. And we'd like to have it be a free demo so everybody can play it, everybody can try it. And if you want to own the game, you can donate to our Patreon, or if you'd like, PayPal as well. Usually PayPal is used for larger donations. But yeah, the lighting is a little bit more foggy during the day, and you got light shafts, and you have a little bit warmer feel to it. Let me see if I can get some higher ground. I'm pretty proud of the lighting. I figured we may as well go a little bit more sci-fi or stylized, because we've abandoned the whole realism thing for the most part, except for when it's beneficial to the game. So like, obviously, it's good to have realistic models because realistic models look good and we want to be faithful to the actual creature. But in terms of environment, where there's less interest in there being realism or even mechanics, we can get away with more unrealistic stuff because it's fun and people care about fun when it comes to those things rather than believability. So, I mean, some good examples would probably be, like, in my opinion, the Godzilla movie franchise, the Monsterverse. It's become pretty silly, and sure, it's more unrealistic, so you get some fun parts. But personally, I enjoyed the darker tone of the first movie, 2014, because there was just a better sense of believability where it mattered. And now everything just seems so unrealistic with the later movies. But back on topic, should be getting later into the day, and when we have scalable stats done, we're also going to work on improving the locomotion, because right now we are using a new Unreal Engine technology, I want to say, but it hasn't been working out very well when it comes to making animation look better. But that's mainly because we lack the animations. To use the technology I'm speaking of, we would need hundreds of animations, and that is a lot of work, of which we cannot afford at this time. In the future, totally, like we could do it if we work as a community and just we keep on working on this game to make it something that you really look forward to and that you'll really like. because we want to offer the best experience for everyone. The vision of this game has changed so much ever since I started. I would have never imagined we'd get to a point where the vision is completely different and we have all these different mechanics that we're very excited about that are unique. And yeah, it's life takes you very unexpected places. The future is very difficult to predict, but I'd say it's been treating me pretty well. I'm very thankful to even have made it this far, and I'm glad that people still have interest. I'm glad that people are still supporting. You know, you are all very amazing, and I appreciate every one of you. It feels like a privilege to even be able to share what I'm creating with my team, with people that actually show interest in the game. Like, it's very special to have a community that really engages in what you're creating and supports what you're creating. It's very motivating, and I'm not sure how exactly to thank everyone outside of providing to the best of my ability, the best game possible that you will all enjoy. I don't want anyone to be unhappy with the game, and I don't want anyone to be disappointed, so I'm gonna do my best. It's definitely stressful, but I just want to make sure that everyone that has invested something into this project really is really thankful that they did, or really glad that they did. I don't want to disappoint anyone, and I know this genre is quite lacking right now. There's a lot of desire for something better to come around, and I can promise you that we are doing our best to work efficiently and make things better, because you could compare what we have created in recent months, I would say, or just this year, and compare it to 2 years ago. It's pretty much night and day. The quality is completely different. Sorry, I paused for a little bit. My mind just kind of blanks. I'm not good at kind of speeches or holding on to a conversation when, you know, I don't exactly have someone responding to me. But there's a huge contrast there. We have done a lot, even if for some it may not look like it. Now that we're more focused on gameplay more than we ever have, and we have not only a programmer, but we have another programmer that's joined the team that was a part of the team before, and I believe that will really speed things up. Things are looking very promising right now, and all of the support that you guys have given has been very, very useful, because I cannot imagine we would be in a good spot if we did not have the funds that were donated to us, because it's very difficult, finding a job these days. I'm hoping that turns around with it being a new year and, the environment changing. But I remember when I started the project, and I'd invest pretty much my entire paycheck every time into this project when I first started. And I never really wanted to ask for donations because it felt like I was kind of begging for money, and that's such a guilty feeling to beg for money. I would never want to do that. I'd never want to be in a situation where I do have to do that. But having donations has been crucial to our development. It has meant more than I can really express. I'm not great with my words, not when I'm speaking them. Maybe in text or whatever, I'm a little bit better there. But it has been very crucial to the development. And I know money isn't an easy thing to earn, at least not for most people. And so to, receive money that you've worked hard for just so we can develop, this dinosaur game is super generous. And I want to just make sure that everyone knows that, because it means a lot. Like, I keep on saying that it means a lot, but it really does. And it's very comforting to know that you have people that believe in what you're doing, and people that just want to support you. And I really cannot express it. I thank you all so much. It means so much to me. But I'm getting off track. Time of day is pretty slow because it's a lot like other games at the moment, where you got the 30-minute day and I think 15-minute nighttime. So let's speed this up a little bit. So now we're getting towards the sunset. And it's quite bright. But I stylized it a little bit to where you can see the distant mountains over there. They look more like silhouettes, and you can see they appear almost like a lower opacity in the distance. I'm a big fan of that effect. I'm pretty proud of that. Just messing with values a bunch. We can see the hills more as the sun goes down more. So now you got the moon. Yeah, it's the moon. The moon's really big in this game at the moment. You got the moon over there, and you got the sun setting over here, and you get this like pinkish blue purple hue, which I think is really pretty. And again, you still got those distant mountains silhouetted. And now we're in twilight. It's a little bit saturated. gonna try and fix that. I did desaturate it a little bit already, but yeah, it's something that I'll have to figure out. Hopefully I don't overdo it, because I don't want to affect nighttime. I don't want nighttime to be really desaturated. But right now it's pretty blue. And if I speed this up more, you'll get a better idea of your nighttime, which is very visible, so you don't gotta worry about not being able to see anything. And it's still quite atmospheric. So you got some blue. I mean, you associate blue with night, usually. So you got a little bit of fog, and you got your light shafts from the moon. And I believe Akilo's eyes are glow in the dark, so that's cool. I forgot about that detail. But you have other planets in the sky. And I spoke about it in my other video, but your camera will not clip under the landscape in future builds. That will not be a thing. And that's just temporary, because the camera would, like, for example, collide into an object like this tree or sapling, and it would like spaz out a little bit. And we got a ring around the planet now, which I think is really cool. I believe there are some theories or something out there where the Earth millions of years ago had a ring around it, which, shit, I mean, I wish we still had that. I'm not very knowledgeable on planets and such, but I may look into it in the future more to learn more about them. I played around in Universe Sandbox a little bit, but that's about it. Anyways, I'm yapping too much. So you got midnight right here. Still quite bright. You have good visibility of the planets in the sky and even distant things. This is still one biome at the moment. We could use more level designers, but right now we have one and he's quite busy. But we will have the map further fleshed out in the future. So now we got the moon as it's orbiting the sky. And the moonlight's really good here. I'm pretty proud of the light. I can't wait until we have the light a little bit more fleshed out and the environment more fleshed out. It'll be really damn sick. Because even as it stands, I really enjoy having more color and it not kind of ruining the feel. I know this isn't the most realistic or detailed. I am looking to have things a lot more detailed, like the models and the vegetation and such. A lot of this is placeholder, mainly the environment. Kilobator will be getting its new feathers. I just have to receive them. And now we can switch over to the sunrise. So yeah, the sunrise over there. And right now, of course, things aren't very optimized. It'll be optimized further later on. Right now, I think mainly it's the shaders that are quite expensive. Like, even just look at the... Imagine if it wasn't just like a low detail landscape there. Like, once this map is further developed, it'll be so fucking pretty. And I can't wait to have like bioluminescent plants and such as well, so you have more light at night. So the brightness might be a little bit too much. I might adjust that. It depends. It's not really bothersome to me. But it's so atmospheric. And we're also looking for partners. If anyone would like to partner, we're looking for communities that are around our size or larger. We'd love to connect with more people and share our interests and, in dinosaurs or just prehistoric life in general. Because being able to share this game, I feel like we could educate a lot of people as well, especially if we had descriptions and accurate information about the dinosaurs in the game. It'd be a good way to educate people and inform them of, these unique behaviors or certain things about a dinosaur's anatomy that they haven't seen in a different game that we could explain. And just stuff like that, just fun little facts. I'm kind of yapping a lot. We also plan to have a museum in the game so that you can view our custom assets and such up close without having to go into a test server with another player just kind of teleporting you around the map to see a certain asset, or having to spawn, having your friend spawn as something else just so you can get a close look at the model. Yeah, I see a big potential with this project that I'm aiming for to be very beneficial to the paleo community as a whole, even if it's not the most realistic thing. I feel like people don't really care that much about it. If people wanted realistic, then they'd watch a documentary or something. Which, I mean, a documentary would be cool. I cannot afford that right now. Maybe in the future, though. A Permian documentary? That would be pretty sick. I had some ideas. I've had ideas shared with me from a friend about a Permian documentary, but we could definitely pull it off in the future if we have enough extra funds. It'd be really cool to work on. Because the Permians are very underrated. They don't really get covered. A lot of stuff is from the Mesozoic, and it always has to have Rex in it, and your usual generic dinosaurs. So we got, I pretty much already showed most of the lighting. I'm not sure how else I can show more of it. We got a little bit past midday here. And I think you've already seen me sit down a few times. We have later builds, they have jumping and stuff. The jumping is currently a little bit wacky. But a lot of this stuff is super early. We're focusing a lot on mechanics and anything that will flesh out the technical side of the game, because right now, for something early, I'd say we have a pretty solid creative start. Like, we have, I'd say, good lighting, and we got the map here already, which is 8 by 8 kilometers, and you got a nice ocean. We have to set up the water sources, and of course, you'll be able to find food with AI and such. And we have, very detailed models. We have good animations. We have a very skilled team, and I'm super thankful for them. I am very lucky, I feel like, to even meet the people that I have. We've definitely been blessed, I would say, when it comes to the people that I've been able to meet and have been able to join the team. I don't think we would have as high quality, honestly, if we had anyone else. So yeah, the creative side is it's pretty solid. You know, visuals are at least decent. The models are great though. Yeah, it's just mainly the technical side that is lacking at this time. So we're gonna flesh that out to the best of our abilities and as much as we can afford at this time. But yeah, I think I will leave the video off here. I just wanted to show off some of the new lighting, and I pretty much did more than that because I was talking quite a bit and I was getting off topic. But yeah, I think I'll end it off here. I appreciate anyone that has watched and anyone that has watched this far, especially because honestly, I think I talked way too much and I was being annoying. But yeah, I'll end it here, and I hope you all have a great day, and thank you.